Hello everybody, it is Nicole from Kiwi and welcome to another review video. So today we are reviewing the Arteza 36 watercolor half pans. As a disclaimer, I did receive this item for free in exchange for my honest review, so let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see here, it is a pretty decent sized box, definitely bigger than the 12 set that I reviewed earlier. On the inside is a black tin similar to the 12 count one, and inside that black tin there is one metal layer and then a sheet, a paper sheet with all the colors listed in the order they're supposed to be. My colors were a little jumbled up when I got them, so I'm not sure if I put them in the correct order as to what they were supposed to be in. And once you take that paper out, then you see the colors. It also comes with a water brush pen similar to their regular sized ones, and I believe this is a medium tip. So here you can see me swatching the colors, and what I did was I filled the water brush pen that it came with, and then I dabbed it a little bit on the color, trying to get it pretty saturated but also able to make a gradation so you guys can see, you can somewhat see the range of the colors. And what I noticed is that I had to do this 2 times. So the first time, what I did was, like I said, I made sure I used the water brush pen and I wet the color and then I put it on the paper. It did come out a little bit blotchy at first, but then I didn't show it on camera, but I went over it a second time with a fatter water brush pen and a little bit more water and tried to make the colors a little bit more balanced. And then when I went over it again, it seems to be a lot smoother. Now let's talk about the actual colors. So I really like the color variation much more than the 12 count, but of course there are 3 times as many colors, so they have more chances to have different colors. I believe I mentioned in the last one they lacked a purple, and in this one I feel like they had one purple, and I believe they claimed to have at least like 4, but in my opinion there was only one true purple and the other 3 were more blue than purple. I also noticed there were a lot of yellows and browns, and I mentioned this in the last one as well. There seemed to be a lot of yellows. I'm not sure it's just because you can't mix these colors or whatnot, but there were a lot of yellows, and I feel like a couple of them were very similar, maybe just lighter shades or darker shades. There were 2 pinks, and I felt like those were also pretty similar. One was just slightly lighter, and then the blues were also the same in the sense that there were a couple of them, but I felt like they were pretty similar in shades. However, there was one color that I really liked, and that was the turquoise. And it comes with 2 of these turquoise, one light and one dark. So let's go ahead and move on to the drawing. For this drawing, I didn't really know what to do, so I just did a masquerade inspired piece. If you read in my community posts, I've been in a little bit of a rut recently, and it's been really difficult for me to draw anything that I really like how it turned out. I don't really believe that I'm out of this rut yet, but I am starting to draw more just to try and, I guess, exercise my way out of it. But don't worry, I'm still planning more videos, so I'm not going to stop doing videos. They just might not be as frequent as they used to be. So anyways, for this drawing, like I said, it was inspired by Masquerade, and it's definitely not as fancy as some of those Masquerade masks can be, because I used some reference and I looked it up, and they can be some really fancy ones. I just did a very simple one with almost like pearls on the top, and then I added some feathers. For the color scheme, I didn't really know what I was going into, because at first I was thinking maybe more of a purple, maybe more of a blue and orange color scheme just to be complementary and make it easy. And initially it was purple and yellow, but since there was only one purple, I felt like I didn't really want to use it. So what I ended up going for is actually turquoise, and then the other color is orange and red. So I kind of did this gradation of a red, orange, and yellow, and then my turquoise I just made darker, and then I lightened it with adding water. And when it came down to the hair, I just left it white. I did add a little bit of shading with the turquoise just to give it a little bit of depth, but I didn't really want to color it in any solid color. I will say during this process, I found that the colors blended very well, and I really like how they look together because it seemed almost like a very seamless blend. Overall, I really enjoyed this set. I found that I like these colors a lot more, and I really like how they blended together. As for the packaging, I find that it is pretty useful for traveling. Although it is bigger than the 12 set, it is more colors, and if you saw in the video, I did use the lid, and then you can use that metal part as a almost palette. This pan retails for $34.99 on Arteza.com and $37.99 on Amazon.com. I'll leave a link down below if you guys are interested in purchasing them. So that about wraps up this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's a coupon code down below in the description if you guys are interested in buying it, as well as links to the product itself. So with that, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Keep drawing, keep painting, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!